Excellent. All right. Hello, and we are live. And I have put up the word of the day, WOTD, that you need to put in if you want to be included in having being pulled for a reading. So I'm going to pull that off and say, boo and happy Halloween early to all of you. We have a kitty cat here today. And I believe Joan is you're a pirate sort of woman, aren't you?
Something like that. I'm sort of scary.
Yeah.
Or I can be a witch.
You can be a witch at the same time. Yeah.
She's a witchy. That other was kind of medieval, I think you had on before.
Yeah. It's lovely.
She has a very cute belt.
Oh,
she does. Yes. So wait till you see her belt.
That type of thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Very nice.
And then my little skeleton that is a wind-up toy.
I love that.
I really like that.
I'm excited for tomorrow night because this is Halloween Central. If it's a nice night, we'll get 500 kids.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, so my God, Joan.
Yes.
That must be like $250 of candy or something.
I've got 2 huge Costco bags of candy. And even on a snow, there's been times when it's been snowing hard and we've had over 100 kids.
Is that right?
So, yes. This is serious Halloween territory here.
I might have 5 here at my house.
I have 0. No one ever comes here. I'm in the boonies, though. Yeah.
It's so fun.
Yeah. Well, I loved it too. I used to decorate my porch and everything in Los Angeles because we got a lot of trick-or-treating.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes we would dress up and sit there like we were a dummy, then come to life and scare the poor children. But, I would not give candy away for nothing, because in my childhood, that meant a lot to me. So I don't know. It was fun. Yeah. It's one of those fun things. And, well, not that I like to get into costume or anything, but,
I love your kitty.
It's actually a reason to do so. So there's that.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So mine is a witch's hat that was made for me by one of given to me for my birthday last year, but made by another. So Terry Renner had it made, and Juno made it. I don't know. Is Juno even still doing shows? I don't know.
I haven't been in touch with
her. I haven't seen her for a long time. Yeah, but she's very crafty, and so she did the beautiful hat. And this is a skeleton scarf.
Ooh, I love that.
Yes, a skeleton scarf.
So it's crocheted, is it?
It was crocheted. Absolutely.
Beautiful.
Yeah, it is. And I love using the stuff that you can really only use a couple times a year.
I know.
So, yeah. Thank you.
Not to.
Yeah. So we're glad you're here. StreamYard has decorated our area here as well, and we haven't been on for a couple of weeks, so we thought we'd come back on and say hello. And I'm going to put Mark up here as long as we can.
I was showing you the cat that was in my corner.
The cat in your corner? Catty corner?
In your corner.
Oh, all right. Well, trick or treat, everybody. Welcome. So those of you that are interested in being in the lottery for a reading, please put in #boo. And, it's a hashtag, what a hashtag is, right? And just put BOO. Easy. Not BO, because we don't want BO. No. Ooh. Boo. That's right. Trick and treat. All right. So we'll go ahead and pull the first 3 people. So it pays to be early today. How about that? All right. So
simulcasting, or whatever you call it.
Yeah, Mark's simulcasting, and so is Joan. So, yep. Janice, Kath. So Janice, please put in what kind of a reading you would like. I'm not worried that you're not here because it's so early, but if we pull for you later, make sure you let us know right away that you're here, because we only read on people that are in the chat. One bright feather. All right.
One bright feather.
That's lovely. Yes. And the third person in the first round is
Ooh.
Christy Brusaw. All right.
Was Witch's Brew.
Yeah.
Christy,
Very nice.
the Witchy Brew saw.
Mhm. Sometimes I wish we could get together and then we would be able to dunk for, well, no, I probably wouldn't dunk for apples. It's kind of a gross idea.
We used to when I was a kid. We always had it when we had a party. You had to dunk.
Uh-huh. Awesome. All right. So One Bright and Christy, you're here. And I'm guessing that Janice, you're first. You would like a love reading. So the last two of you, if you would, please, One Bright Feather and Christy, put in what kind of reading you would like to have today, please, so that we can just move right along into your readings as soon as we're done. So a love child.
Okay.
The love boat.
A love reading for Christy or for Janice.
Yes.
I'm thinking the hat might funnel things into the brain here.
The Love Boat.
All right. Health reading. We can do something for you, One Bright Feather, as to what's around you, but we don't give any kind of medical advice. Okay. That's just something we don't do. So you could have a mediumship reading. You can have a reading from your guides and angels. You could have a reading about work or finances or whatever. All right. Any family members? Well, Christy, you got to give me a name and what kind of family member they are, please. Yeah. So for instance, Joe, my dad, whatever, whoever you would like us to try to tap into. Thank you, Bora. Yeah.
Okay. Mind if I kick it off?
Yes.
No, go for it. Yeah.
Janice, when I tuned in, I keep getting all these well, the first thing I got was like a little van, like an old VW microbus or something. So it's something to do with travel, but then it just kept on there. So it was like all painted like back in the 60s or 70s, like a love, all the flowers and all of that, and the surfboard on top. And then it moved on to like roller skating. So all this kind of California sort of 60s hippies kind of vibe to it. So I don't know if that means anything to you, if that's maybe depending on your age, maybe you're going to find an old surfer hippie who used to live in a van, or I don't know what, but it's something about, or it could be if you're on a vacation, especially maybe to California or somewhere where there's surfing and that type of thing, people roller skating, maybe that would be something for you. But when I went to the cards, there might be some fear in this. Like, do I really want to do this? And the message here is face fear and rise. It's also be creative. This is the Oriole. A new creative venture is on the horizon. See it as a positive change. So if you do, not only face the fear, but if you kind of take a creative approach to it, it's like, well, yeah, this is doable. It might be a positive thing. And then I got the Two of Wands. So this guy has the world in his hand, but he's just kind of sitting there waiting for a ship to come in. So I'm thinking for his ship to come in, that, somebody had to send them out and everything too. So do what you can to kind of get yourself in the vibration of the kind of love relationship that you'd like, and then wait for your ship to come in.
Wow. Well, Janice, I got here. Are you feeling caged in by something? I don't know if you're in a relationship that you're wanting to get out of, or that is, it just feels oppressive, or you might feel trapped by, or it could be an admonition to be careful not to feel that way. Go in with somebody that you already know that may be that type of a person, because sometimes we think we can change somebody and we really can't. I do get that you have a desire to express what it is that you want to say to this person and have a communication. There seems to be some kind of a communication issue. And I'm getting chaos. So if this is a past person who's coming back in, it looks like it may not be a good idea to go back to that past person. Thank you.
She said she's currently single.
Okay.
Okay. I'm not sure I want to let him go to my life again. Okay.
There you go. That might be what they're trying to tell you then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Janice. Well, it feels to me like you're still not completely balanced and healed from the last relationship, whatever that was. There's still a little, you haven't completely released all of it. So there's still a little bit of hesitancy, like the ladies were saying. And you're still building your strength, getting stronger, kind of getting stronger in yourself so that you're better able to be with somebody else, that wants to share your love and energy. Now, I get Spirit is saying they want you to be a little more proactive. So at least choosing it with your mind. Like, I want to create this relationship. Here's the thing. There's billions and billions of people, and there's several that would be a good match, right? That are looking for someone like you too. So put that out there in the universe so the universe can help guide and direct you to where you want to go. They want you to kind of put some of that energy into it if you haven't already. So what, not just a relationship, but what kind of person are you looking for? And why? Why do you want to be in a relationship? Sometimes it's fine not to be, but sort of talk it over. Imagine you're talking. This is what I always say. Just close your eyes. Imagine you're having a meeting with the higher power and talk over what you're looking to have in your life, right? And that you would like guidance and assistance. This picture that I have in my mind, or that which is even better, which hasn't occurred to me yet. And be kind of specific, because that will kickstart things. It'll put some there's a dating possibility all of a sudden, something like that. It does feel like it might be somebody brand new that you haven't met yet. But I think as you choose that, then you rise up into this whole new you. It's like being reborn in a way. That's what you're working on, becoming a stronger person and stronger partner. And so as an outcome, I went on a little long, I'm sorry. It's the Knight of Wands. So look at this.
Yeah.
Somebody with the mighty wand firmly grasped in their hand. Wands can talk about passion, love. They're also a spirit body, but so it would be like, you don't just want anybody. You want somebody that answers to your soul and your spirit. It's like they're meant for you. Because guess what? Right out there, there's somebody waiting for that energy from you. They're waiting for you. They're on this, waiting for the ship to come in. So, there's what is that called?
Balance.
Yeah. What you want, there's somebody that wants you.
Wants you. Right. Yeah.
So and when the universe helps, it helps to direct you.
Sure.
Anyway, so yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Just make sure you know what you want, not what you don't want.
Exactly.
Because if you're asking for what you don't want, or you say, oh, I know this, I don't want him to be like this, guess what you bring in?
Stay on the positive.
Yeah, stay on the positive. Thank you. Yeah. All right. So One Bright Feather was the next person, and she would like a message from her guides. And Christy, I did see you want to hear from your brother. So thank you for putting that up. All right. If you've just come in and you want to be in the drawing for free reading, put in hashtag BOO, BOO, hashtag first, and you will be in the next poll that we do.
Yeah, One Bright Feather. When I tuned in, I saw somebody with a megaphone, a big red megaphone, yelling and kind of waving. So your guides are trying to get your attention. so maybe take some steps, or maybe just kind of slow down, meditate, and see if you could not even just bring them in meditation, but like when you're just going through your day, just ask them to give you a sign or a thought, and it's something, something specific for a sign, and see if you can pick it up. And also, if that doesn't feel right to you, just like when something comes to mind, sort of assess it. Is that a thought I thought, or is that a thought I received? And I think they're trying to strengthen the connection they have with you. And then from the Archangel deck, I got Archangel Haniel, who's saying, trust your vibes. So once you get that sign or think, yeah, that wasn't a thought I thought, that was a thought that I received, to trust your intuition on that. And then that's going to lead toward bigger things. And another emphasis on this is you got the pheasant feather. The time is ripe for creation and connection. Focus on these areas. So that's another message, that they really do want to connect with you more directly than they have been lately. They also got the King of Swords. And, he's a powerful guy. The sword is all about ideas and kind of airy stuff that you want to be bringing into the 3D world. So this is a good time and kind of a good season for putting some focus on these areas, because they do want to work with you more closely.
Awesome.
How about you?
Now, I have here that you need to jump in, that there's adventure coming your way, and you need to say yes to any change that might be coming. And these are cosmic cards. So these are the starseed cards, and they have some beautiful messages and beautiful images. And I'm sure that most of us know that there's a lot of energy going on right now within the star systems. And so the next thing it says is that you are a child of the cosmos, and that the intelligence of the universe lies within you. And I think that's wanting you to know for sure that you have been probably lived in other planets or timelines or areas. And the last one they want you to know, which I love very much, is water your garden. It says, take care of yourself, nourish yourself, be tender, and make sure that you rest, because this is an extremely difficult time for all of us in lots of different ways. And so they're wanting you to make sure that self-care is on the docket. All right, Mark?
Good, yeah.
Yeah.
One bright feather. Well, a little bit of, they're going to probably talk about this over and over, because I just think this is a great time for this. And Joan was talking about it a little bit too. Be more proactive with your mind and choose what you want to bring into your life, or whatever it is you think you might be lacking in, or something you might need more of. Focus it, choose it. I would say choose it with spirit and ask for assistance. The other thing I'm wondering is, are we dealing with like abundance or lack thereof, or some kind of abundance issues? If it's not you, that's fine. Could be somebody else. But I kept saying, did you want to talk about something else? And it went, no. I went, I did. So it looks like, this makes sense, that, I might need to cut corners, or there's not quite as much as I would like. But what I'm getting is we need to start imagining our kinship to abundance. Yeah, sweetie, that's what I mean. So, because it's out there for you, it's kind of your fearful mind that's blocking it a little bit there. Now, I'm not picking on you, one bright feather. This is a epidemic, thing that people go through when they're trying to think about abundance and feeling like that it's not for them or whatever. But the reason I was thinking about that, because you get this 4 of coins that's hanging on for dear life to what you have, because there might not be any more coming in. And then I switched decks, and then I got the 4 of coins again. in the other deck. So
Wow.
two times, like I better be careful because, once this is gone, I don't know where it's coming. It comes from the universe. The universe is abundant. It's just a matter of directing you into the channel which suits you so that you can have that abundant flow in your life and allow it, accept it, identify with it. Instead of saying, I am poor, I am rich. Even if you're not, go ahead and say it anyway. Fake it till you make it. But we want to start. Oh, look, Tabitha, and it has my last name in it. That's interesting. It jumped out in my face. Tamitha, like that, because it's that kind of thing that's going to turn it around for you. The universe is saying you're a lot stronger than you give yourself credit for. Number one, you get started, and then you doubt and fall to the wayside. I'm joking a little bit and using some humor, but they give you the star because guess what? You can have what you want, what you believe in, and what you deserve.
Mm-hmm.
So
absolutely,
a lot of times the reason we don't have it is because there's still a big old part of us that was taught we don't deserve it or something like that. And I'm going to say taught because a lot of us were grown up in this, not prosperous universe and stuff like that. Right. So it's patterns that pretty much all of us, even those that are born into wealth, have to work with. So that's what they're kind of focusing on today. Now, so they just wanted to acknowledge, they realize you feel strapped, but what they want to say, I love this one. Okay. So they want to remind you, here's the King of Hearts, King of Cups. The universe is unlimited. Its cup never runs dry, and it's available to all. It doesn't treat one child any better than another. You're equal in the divine's eyes. So a lot of times it's just about you realizing it or accepting it or believing it. It is about changing your mind about things, in my opinion. They don't want you to feel like I depend on the kindness of strangers. So that's that give and take. And, could I have some charity or, could you spare a dime? But it's upside down. They're going, no, that's not you. Stop identifying like that.
Right.
You have the power at your fingertips to make magic in the moment. There's the magician. That's you. Follow the inspiration you feel you receive from spirit. Follow through on it, even if it's teeny tiny. And they want you to trust more in your inspiration. Wow. Okay. I'm being a little bit rough with you, but in a playful way, because spirit's kind of being that way. They're like going, okay, all right already. We want to move out of this kind of poverty here in energy and into an abundant energy. Because guess what? I was telling this to somebody the other day, they were talking about this. The universe doesn't want you to go hungry.
Yeah.
In order to be spiritual or whatever. That's not really, that's your idea. It's not, they don't want you to be poor and you might not be able to buy everything for everybody right off the bat, but they don't want you to feel like you don't have.
You can never move from one place to another. No. You have to keep your
idea. It's not,
that's right.
They want us to be poor and impoverished.
Yeah. She says, I get it, Mark. Got it, Mark. I need that push. Good. Okay. Good. Thank you, One Bright Feather. It's okay. Very good. Yeah. So Christy Broussard would like to hear from her brother, Mike.
Okay.
In the meantime, I'm going to pull the next three. So you two can be working on this here. And Mary Starshine. If I call your name, let me know you're here and what your question is, please. Thank you. Be angelic.
Sorry, it's taken me a while here.
Eva J. Okay. Very good. No, that's all right, Joan. I don't even have you up yet, so you take your time.
You're always tons faster than me. So.
No. Okay, Mike. Okay, Christy, when I tune in with Mike, the first thing I saw was a glove, like a work glove, and it looks like he'd used it. And so I don't know if that meant that whatever kind of work he did, either for earning income or just like working around the house or something, if he wore work gloves. And when, or maybe he was just hardworking. But then it also had this other meaning that he was saying that he was also trying to protect you from whatever he was going through. But he said, now then the glove went away and I just saw his hand. And he said, now the gloves are off. And he wants to kind of reestablish connection with you on a clearer way. Through spirit and everything, but emotionally, not like there was something that was like he was either holding back or he didn't want to tell you about everything that was happening or he wanted to protect you. But now he feels like in spirit that he wants to have a clearer connection with you. So I went to the cards. I got the Archangel Jophiel, who says it's time to create. So maybe this is a time to create a new kind of relationship with him. And that can just start with probably things you're already doing, but just to put a new energy into it. Thinking of him and, asking him, send me some repeating numbers or give me a thought in my head, or just like whether he's been gone a year or a decade or more, he's always there, and you can let's start anew. I want to keep in contact with you and ask if you're coming across a question about anything from households repairs to what do I do about my love life or something. Do you have any insight on this? The kinds of things that you used to sit around and talk to him about. Yeah. Put a thought out there and just trust that you're going to get something back from him. I also got the woodpecker. Use your discernment and fortitude. Keep pecking away to achieve the goals and find a new rhythm. And so, yeah, it's that whole thing of establishing a new and different but mutually beneficial relationship with him now. Kind of a new rhythm for the way that you are together, your relationship. Mm-hmm. And then I got the Empress, which is, fruitfulness and this wonderful woman in her garden, and it's abundance, and I think it is as far as your relationship with your brother, and a new feeling of a great feeling about having him in your life in a new way. I think there's a potential to, and maybe you do have him in your life already in this way, but it's like something's going to grow and be more fruitful and abundant. It'll be a cool new thing for you. What do you think?
Well, it's interesting you got the Empress last, because what I got first was I got, you are the beautiful sister. And he's telling you, always take care of yourself first. Every single moment of your life, you can't help other people if you're not taking care of yourself. And so he's saying self-love is so darn important. I don't know if he was a jokester with you or he teased you or whatever, but I got the man in the chicken suit. So whenever I get this, there's some kind of a humorous thing that you guys either did or maybe play jokes on each other. I don't know, but there's that. And he says here, we made a promise. It may not have been spoken, but we have a promise between the two of us. And I'm honoring mine. And I hope you know that. And I know that you're honoring yours. And so there's some kind of a, it seems like you had a very close relationship. And finally, you can manifest anything you want because the world is full of magic. And I think this is actually must be something that's coming in for everyone, because Mark's brought it up more than once. And now I'm brought it up. And we just have to believe that things are going to get better and that we can manifest what it is we want in our life. So that's a message for the collective too. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna tell you what I'm getting, Christy, because I don't think I know you. Maybe I do, but I don't remember. Anyway, so I don't know how old you are, how old your brother was. It feels like he wasn't super old when he passed, though. It was more, feels more on the younger side, to me. Now, if I'm wrong, let me know. Um, he's first of all, he seems to be saying like he was kind of crazy, um, not crazy in a bad way, but he didn't never quite know what to expect, sort of like that. He was real kind of a free spirit. Maybe that's the best way to say it. But he's telling me that he got a little bogged down in earthly stuff, and it kind of got, in a way, it was dragging him down. Now, that's this card. I'm saying that, but there's that 4 of coins again. This time it's upside down, though. So being a little bit like overcome with sort of earthly life. He also gets an upside down devil, which might sometimes can mean like, I had to deal with substance and it would get the best of me, or sometimes it doesn't have to be substance. It can be just a negative brain that constantly pulls you off track and you can't, it's almost like being addicted to negative thinking in a way, something like that. But it might also mean a little bit of substance, because it came up with that 4 coins, but they both came up upside down, which it feels like it was kind of getting the best of him. So his soul, okay, he chose to move on. He says his soul did.
Okay.
Now, he might not have went around saying, I'm choosing to move on, but once he got to the other side, that was more clear to him. It was in line with his higher good, he says. From this side, I'm so light and free and untethered, and it's a whole new way of seeing things, including my life. So it's the hangman, but upside down. So like, woo, and there he is floating in space, and it's not tethered. Notice it's broken. So he just feels great. And he likes looking at you through those eyes, if that makes sense. It's like a different view that he's enjoying. So he loves you very much, but it's like he's able to appreciate you in different ways than I think he realized when he was here, because sometimes he was just focused kind of within, and he missed things going on out there. Now, the other thing I'll say before I stop is he seems to be wanting to congratulate you or do a cheers, like he wants to click cups. So it's making me feel like an age difference. That. So is he older than you quite a bit? Anyway, that there might be some good news coming. So look at this. So I got the Page of Cups next to the 3 of Cups, and like I want to cheer you because there's some new energy coming in that's going to be celebratory and that we're all going to have fun with. Now, I don't know, could that be a baby or a grandbaby or a new arrival? Because the X, like, so it's either already happened, like you just had some kind of great thing, or it's about to, because here it comes. Here comes the energy about it. And, it was kind of hidden, but it's coming to the surface. There's the High Priestess. So I don't know if that resonates with you at all, but I kept trying to draw more cards to see if it'd go in a different direction, but it just kept seeming like it was going that same direction. So if you have good news, or you have had, Mike wants to join in on it. and say, "Yay!"
That's great. Yeah, awesome. Thank you. I have Mary, you're next, and then be Angelic. Eva, Jay, I see you're here, but please give us what you want the reading to be on, please, because we need to have an idea which way you want to go.
And
So,
Chrissy, no, I don't think it felt like your baby. It would be more like, a niece, a nephew, if it was a baby, or like a grandbaby.
a
It
grandbaby, yeah.
would really be
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I don't think you know about it yet, but we'll see. Could be
But
completely.
just think about it. If you're 65 now and you have a baby, you're going to be rich.
More than Medicare.
Mm-hmm. All right. So
Good.
Mary Starshine,
Okay, Mary Starshine.
and her mom's name is Lucille.
Lucille Starshine? No. Mary Starshine.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, when I tuned in, she is just sending you so much love. My heart chakra just lit up a lot. So it definitely sending you a lot of love. And then I started hearing this song, "You Light Up My Life." So she was just she was very, very, wanted to get that message across to you. And then I started pulling cards and got Archangel Jeremiah, signs, symbols, and synchronicities. So again, be aware of signs that she might be sending, and ask for something, not really, really specific, but specific enough so that it's her. And then from the feathers deck, I got the kingfisher, that wonderful bird, little blue bird. Prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you'll receive it in perfect form. And I love this bird because the legend has it was the one that Noah sent off from the ark when, is the flood done, and when it brought back evidence from a little branch from a tree that there was land out there. So whatever it is, if you're worried about, it's all about prosperity and safe shores ahead. She's reassuring you that whatever your concerns are now, it's going to be okay, and she's going to be with you through it. And then from the tarot deck, I got the Wheel of Fortune, which will be turning your way. So I'm getting the idea she's trying to reassure you that, however, and then actually I drew this one first and thought, I'm not sure about this. So it might be like, things might look bad right now, but don't worry. The next thing is going to be okay. So I think she senses that you might be going through something, whether real or just picking up on the fear that's out in the world that it's hard not to pick up on. She's saying, don't worry, it's going to be okay. How about you, Allie?
I got the same things, really a lot. This first one I got was, she's saying, you have some of her things, like we all do from our mother. If we're lucky, we have something. But she said, if you need to get rid of those things, she's saying, get rid of them, sell them. They're just things. They're not, they're nostalgic to you, but they aren't important in the scheme of things, she's saying. And then I get, she wants you to set a table for her for the holiday. Look at this. She said, please remember, you can expect me to be with you again for whatever you're doing. Again, no expectation of certain foods or certain people or anything, but she's like, I'm down for a holiday. She said, I think everybody needs a holiday. And then she says, I'm sending along a little messenger to you, and I'll be damned if when Joan said this, I pulled this card, money. And so it may be that it's like not a lot of money. It may be just enough to tide you over. It may be from, if you do decide to sell something that belonged to her and you feel guilty about it, she don't want you to feel guilty about it. And if you're not, she said, just let it go. And what will be will come to you.
Oh, can I jump in?
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
The money sign was a gold, a dollar sign, right?
Yes.
To keep an
Uh-huh.
eye on the price of gold and silver. It was very high for a while. I think it's gone down,
Okay.
but maybe there's, they're old
Yeah.
wedding rings or something around.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Very good. Thanks, Joan.
Maybe I should look into it. Okay. Hi, Mary Starshine. Love that name. First of all, Mama comes in with just overwhelming love energy. I feel like she had a lot of love energy when she's here. It was like, and it feels like, you know, Mama love. Just very in touch with the Empress kind of energy, loving, giving. And she's saying, just because I'm in spirit form doesn't mean my love stopped. It's still just flowing out like buckets. So see that little ghost above her head? She goes, that didn't stop anything. The love keeps it pouring. I love in this too. The little cup that's on high heels. Because I feel like right from the beginning, I felt like Mom was funny. Or maybe she just made you laugh a lot. I don't know. I think if I knew her, she'd make me laugh. That she has a kind of funny sense of humor. I got that right off the bat. And she likes this idea of this loving cup with high heels on it. I don't know. She just thinks that's funny. And speaking of the cards, and that last reading with Mike, yes, gotcha. She was funny. He wanted me to pick that alien deck. So I don't know if that had anything to do with anything, but I just wanted to let you know. He said, pick the alien deck. So I did. I don't know if he had something. Anyway, something we think about. Now, kind of like with the girls, she's saying, well, first of all, she just showers you with love. So I already said that, but that's like she wants to reiterate. She really liked you as a person, too. Not just as a daughter, but as a person. She says, I can see that you've been at odds with something, or someone has been particularly jerky or something like that, not really easygoing, and it's been like at odds, like not the most fun you ever had. So it also could be a thing, or job, something like that. I kind of get it might be relative related, but I don't know. But she says, oh, fear not, don't worry about that. That'll be out of here soon. So it's fleeting. It's whatever this little irritation is you're going through that's kind of bugging you and you wish it was over with. She's saying it's almost over. It's just moving through. So you get that 5 of Wands, and that looks like just a little bit of irritation. You say yes, I'm saying no. You want to do this? Oh, niece's problem. Yeah. And I'm saying I'll never do that. Yeah, like that. I thought it might be a relative kind of being a brat or something. But then we got the Chariot, and look, they're up, stretching their legs, getting ready to go. So it's about to move on. So it could be she's going to outgrow some of it or whatever she's going through, or that's going to shift. But she says it's not worth worrying about it too much. Now, she's using that sense of humor thing again, I think. She said, boy, were they ever happy to see me on the other side. The stars, the horns and whistles, like, woohoo! It was like a big welcome, thing. And there was dancing and singing, and it was quite wonderful. She said, boy, were they happy to see me over there. She's joking. But she also is saying, in a way, I wasn't so bad. Like, she's talking about, like, in my review, I didn't come out looking too bad. And she's a big hitter, I think. Yeah. All that came just from the judgment card, but I can hear her. She thinks she's pretty funny. But, joking and kidding is based in truth. And she goes, there was horns and whistles going off. So that is true.
Mhm.
It's really funny. I think I would have really liked her, Lucille. Anyway,
Yeah.
Mary, I hope that was helpful, sweetie.
Yeah. Thanks, Mary. Is it? Yeah, everybody's loving your costume, Mark. And you're just the costume guy in this beautiful.
The kitties wrestled me down and forced me into it.
Uh-huh.
And I think you should get extra credit for being able to give these nice long readings while wearing the nose. I mean, that's
I know, yeah. Yeah.
it doesn't
That's
it doesn't
because it's in the nose.
It's push it on the inside now.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm doing okay.
All right, so we have B. Angelic and wants a message from spirit guides,
Okay.
please.
be
And
angelic.
thank you, Eva, for putting up yours. Thank you.
Is there a message? Yes, they are crocheted and they're quite beautiful. Somebody's commenting on your beautiful hat and scarf.
They're gorgeous,
Yes. Yes. Very very talented lady we have who has her channel Juno's World.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank
And
you.
that scarf has like skulls all in it.
Skulls on it. Yeah.
Really see? Yeah, it's really cool. It's neat.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, the witch hat. Yeah, Joan's got some other stuff. You just can't see it, but she has like 500 people that come to her house on Halloween. So
Yeah.
she's really
I'm
she's
excited
a
about it.
Halloween girl. Yeah.
Do you wear a hat or something when you go hand out candy?
Sometimes I do. Sometimes this is kind of the one costume, but they don't care about me. They're just
I
there
know.
for the
Candy.
Yeah, I know.
yeah.
What are
And
we gonna
sometimes if it's nice out, the neighbors will have, the fire pits out in front, but I make those kids climb up all this 2 sets of stairs to get up to the candy. They have to earn it.
Yeah. Well, as they should, Joan. Yeah.
Oh, it's fun though. So
Mhm.
be angelic. They were being interesting with me. They took your bee name, and I saw a big, like a big cartoon bee pulling a banner that said "Be involved," and then they showed me the bee going from flower to flower to flower, and like be involved, try different things, be, kind of like a social butterfly or social bee or whatever. They want you to get engaged, and to think about that and sort of weave a new story. This is Archangel of Serenity, to weave a new story. And I'd like, one that has balance in it. This is the yin yang symbol there in her waist. Be involved. And then I got the blue jay, which is saying the time is right to access your abilities. Do so with humility and control. But I think that goes along with being involved. Find something that sparks your interest, and you can, it doesn't have to be involved with other people so much, but even like if I still like watercolor painting or drawing or something, be involved with something that interests you, and that it may eventually put you in touch with other people, even if it's like online groups or something like that. And again, it can be anything. I think of the Blue Jay. I often say this, that they have so many different songs and calls and things. So it's not just one thing that's out there for you. And my last card was the 5 of Cups, which is so many of the cups are turned over there, and there's sadness, but there are still 2 cups that are behind him that are still full. So this might be a time in your life where at a certain age, you look back and you see everything you've lost, but there's still things to look forward to. So that, I think, more than loss coming, it's like get involved. That's one way to kind of jumpstart the future forward, saying, yep, I'm still here. I'm going to make the most of everything that I can here. But sometimes it's hard to take that first step. One of the things I did couple of years ago now, after my husband died, there was a neighbor who lives right next door. Maybe she's watching now. And I'd always thought, oh, she's so busy. She's got a business. She's got 3 kids. She's got so much going on. I'm not going to bother her. Nice, say hi to you, neighbor. But one day I just walked up, I saw her and I said, do you want to go have coffee? And she said, yes, I'd love that. And now we're like best friends, and I invite them over
Oh,
for the
that's so
holidays, and it's just
good.
lovely. So it doesn't take much.
Mhm.
But it did take a change of my mindset to like, I wasn't talking to her because I was being rude. It was because I thought she doesn't need one more person in her life. But
Sure.
we both benefited from it. So maybe something like that for you.
I love it.
I do too. What a wonderful thing to, yeah,
Yeah.
that's great, Joan. Thanks for sharing that.
Mm-hmm.
So I pulled for you a new earth, and they're saying you keep holding the vision even through the chaos of what's going on. And yes, there is chaos. And no matter what, we're all enduring. But you were brought here for a particular reason. You decided to sign up for this. They don't want you to let go, they want you to keep going. They're saying that you have the cosmic heart, and they want you to make your life like a moving prayer. And so this keeps you vibration higher. And so I really love that. And that is your medicine that you can do for yourself and others by holding that higher vibrational energy. The last two cards I got were you've got the love, and it is making sure that you hold any boundaries that you have, because yes, we can be there for everybody else, but there's sometimes that we just have to be there for ourselves. And we have to know that boundaries are very important in that respect. And they said, but you have the leadership skills in this new earth energy, because that's what this all leads back to. So thank you, Be Angelic.
Yeah. Hello. Where's there a message from my spirit guides? Well, one thing I'm getting is, hi, we're here. And go ahead, knock on the door, come in. So I'm reminded of the old walnut, ask and you receive. So they're giving me the old, let's do a little more, set aside a few moments or something. Looking at higher vibration. Thank you. That sounds great. Like a formal 10 minutes a week, I sit down to commune with my spirit guides. I don't know how that's going to look. I might not hear anything, but for this 10 minutes, that's the plan. That's the job. I'm not doing anything else for 10 moments or however long you decide. They want you to make a formal appointment. So choose the communication flow on your terms. Then they'll be right there to flow with you. They can just drop in when they want to, maybe, but they're also available at any time. If you just ask, they'll be there. So the reason I'm saying that is they got all this wonderful love and guidance, and here's that little cup again with the heels on. That's just flowing. But look at this. Look at the spirit. Hello, we're waiting. We're waiting to hear from you. We're right here. We're right here. Just call on us. We might seem far away, but if you call us, we appear. It's like that hermit card. It might seem like we left. We didn't leave. Most likely you left or we left. I'm not. Whenever I talk to you guys, a lot of times it's about all of us.
Yeah.
I don't want you to ever feel like I'm trying to pick on somebody.
Oh, no. Yeah.
It's just your question kind of opens up some of this stuff for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But so we're right there. And look, what's right behind it? The Page of Swords. So they want you to push the button, to sit down, to close your eyes. I'm opening up my back and forth communication for 10 minutes. That's what my attention, my energy's focused on. And see what happens with that. So they're just saying, play with this more when you're looking for a message. Demand more from us. Ask us for more. Okay. Yes. Schedule a specific time. It's like you would with anything else.
Yep.
It's no more, no less important than
no more, no less.
making your doctor's appointment or feeding the pet. Well, this time during the week or whatever, I'm going to commune with spirit. Okay.
Awesome. And that's for everybody. Yeah. And yes, these messages, Hinda just said that she received messages herself from a reading that we're giving somebody else. So yes, you can pull a message for yourself out of these always, really.
I love when that happens.
Me too.
Yeah, me
So
too.
Eva would love to hear from her grandmother, Lillian. All right. So we had Lucille and now we have Lillian. I love it.
I started receiving a lot more downloads when I made a formal appointment to do so.
Really?
You know, when I said, well, this is my meditation time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't use the word meditation so much these days because it scares people. I don't know why. And I'll just say imagination or something like that. Just, I want you to do something. Don't worry about it. You don't know how to meditate.
Yeah. And be looking for the symbols that actually are all around us that we take for granted.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lillian is sending you all kinds of love. Obviously, it's so nice that you're thinking of me. And is this her grandmother? And she's drawing attention to just her name, Lillian, like a lily, and especially like lily of the valley, something you look forward to all winter, and it's just so sweet. And then she's also making reference to daylilies. Like we're like, they'll bloom for the day and then they're gone. And then they come back and, another one blooms the next morning and everything. And she's just being a little philosophical about that's the sweetness of life. And then that's when you're in the body, the sorrow of it, that things tend to go. It seems like a lifetime is a long time, but from this vantage point, it's not. But it's not so sad over here because we see that it's just like the lilies that keep blooming. So, okay, what do you specifically have to say to Eva? She said that you're a lot like her. There are qualities that you have that are like her. And she's kind of like blushing or sort of like, and some of them are good, but some of them are like you might let me know, was she, and can you be a little hard driving? Like, it's like, I've got, like you're both very strong people and the priority is to take care of other people or to get the job done. And you'll kind of work yourself silly to just do that and not think about yourself so much. And then you end up in a heap and say, well, I can deal with that later. So she is saying, don't be like me in that way. You're a lot alike. Yeah. So she said, she's kind of blushing like, yes, we're sort of like, there's good things that you're alike with, but that's one thing that she's saying to kind of, oh yeah, here it is. It's right in my hand. Prioritize your health too. Don't push yourself so hard that you're going to, that'll be detrimental to your health. And I don't know if this is something with her, but I got the pelican. Choose to follow the path of forgiveness and raise your vibration. She may have, without expressing it, or maybe she did, there was something stuck in her craw. And she said, it's, even if you were in the right by all reasonable assessments, if there have been long-term things that are just like still eating at you, find a way to forgive and just let it go for your well-being as well as someone else, or anybody else, but especially for you. And part of that is to just notice all the beauty and take advantage of the good things that are right here in front of you now. Don't overlook them because you're too busy with kind of focusing on the details of life or whatever. So that's what I got. Lots of love and just a little bit of an admonition to try not to make some of the mistakes she felt she made. Not mistakes, but could have been, she would have done things a little differently.
All right.
Good. Thank you. I'm glad that resonates.
Yeah.
How about you?
So, was she a survivor, or with your grandfather? Were they a survivor or of World War II? I'm getting here a couple, and I'm getting survived. And so what I if it it just seems like that message is important for her because she's saying that she got through it and you can get through whatever it is we're going through right now. And she said, because she said now she's at peace, or she was at peace when her life was over, because she took care of what she needed to when she was here, and including possibly your grandfather or other members of the family. What I'm getting here is the last card says lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. Because if so, that's in your DNA. And she's saying, you've done this before. You've done this before. And you can do this again, is what she's saying to you. I don't know if that resonates. She was a survivor of the R word. Okay. Yeah. Okay, sweetheart. That's it then. She wants to make sure that you know that you've done this before and you can do it again, just like she did. Thank you. Okay.
Eva, she's telling me that she might have been feeling a little distant lately. Like, I feel like when it seems like she's been gone for a while, number one, but in the beginning, it feels like you may have felt her closer to you, or maybe even received some signs or signals from her, because she says she did that in the beginning. She says, in many ways, you guys were like twins. It's like it kind of skipped a generation. So like you were more like her than like your mother. It's sort of, you kind of, it kind of came like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was you understood her, felt like her, thought like her, those kind of things.
Mm-hmm.
She thought that too. It's like we were sort of like twins a little bit. So there's that two of pentacles, two earthly bodies stuck together. Now she's saying, well, you might not have felt me being as close lately because I'm always around you and watching you, and I always love you. And I love our relationship that we had when I was alive. So like grandma, granddaughter relationship, that was really important to me. It still is. It's a part of my life that was great, you know. But lately, on the other side, she's been involved in, she tells me, you know how brave it is for me to like sometimes say the things they're telling me. Is that she's off on her own mission. It's kind of like there she is, hermity, but also hangman. So looking at things in a whole new world, and kind of like on a journey, a soul journey. It's suited to her. So, it's a single journey. Now, everybody probably goes through a similar one, but she's talking about, this is my other side journey. She's learning, observing, growing wiser. So she's been involved in that for a while, I think. And so it's been a little harder to like send a message or something, because that's taken a lot of her energy. But that doesn't mean that the love didn't stop flowing or anything. And again, whenever you mention her, think of her, her consciousness is there. Mm-hmm. She is saying, look for a new sign, because it feels like that journey, that big thing she's been focusing on, has been winding down. And so now she's back ready to communicate again. So here's the Ace of Swords. But I like this Ace of Swords. It's like a little bit of, could be a sign or signal. Look, there's some raindrops. There's a tree stump talking. But she's also got some bandages on because she's been busy. And so she's kind of getting back up to doing what she knew how to do pretty good, but hasn't done in a while. That's what I'm hearing. But she's also saying, so kind of look for a message from me. Okay.
All right. Very good. Thank you. Thank you. So I did promise everybody we would do one last collective. So I've pulled 3 cards. I don't know if you're ready. I'll go ahead and go first.
Go ahead.
Have them. Yeah. So and I just asked for a message. It isn't in any particular event. It's being open to receiving whatever I got. And the first thing I got is the clock. And the clock says, when the time is right, it's going to ease up and things are going to change for all of us. Okay. And individually, if we're suffering. The next one I get is the arrow. Things are moving in the right direction, even though it doesn't seem like that. That's what I got. And they want you to stay in the flow and accept what is at this point without resistance. And that doesn't mean you couldn't, go to a protest, or you couldn't be upset about something, or you couldn't do whatever it is you want. But in general, we have to keep our vibration high. And since most of our body is contained with 99% or more water, we need to keep ourselves hydrated. We need to keep ourselves in the flow in order to adapt to whatever it is that's coming. So that's my 2 cents.
That sounds great. When I pulled cards, I got Radiance, raise your standards. And then I got the Chickadee, the time is right to release old patterns and energies. You're ready to embrace change. Okay, change is coming, but we're ready for it. And where was the third one? And then we'll be moving to smoother waters.
Oh.
So we'll
Yeah.
raise our standards, embrace change, and things will get easier.
Woo-hoo.
I'm kind of, resonating right along. It says, change is a coming, and change that we will see. Like changes in the air, it's coming and flowing in. Now, they're also riding on wands, spirit energy. So, it always reminds me that there's a bigger plan, there's a higher plan, and it's gonna be here. And this is like heralding that's we're likely to see some change in that direction. The next one is this old creepy, crazy wizard who destroyed all these cups. Look, they're filled with cobwebs and blood, and he just ruined them. But he's on his way out. He's leaving the cups. He's walking from the White House. There's the White House on the hill.
Yeah, it's a White House. Wow.
Yeah, they're just walking away from it.
Uh-huh.
Then we get a Page of Pentacles, which would be some good news. Some new good news coming our way. And because I'm using the Halloween deck, but I think here in the fall, like now, autumn. And then what's my last card? Moving into calmer waters. The exact same card that Joan had. So that feels like moving forward. I got this little bit of a download yesterday from the 3-Eye Atlas thing.
Yeah.
Which I'm going to probably do a video of it after I cool down. But that was closest to the sun yesterday.
Yeah.
That thing, and it's a conscious thing, as far as I know. Pan told me it's actual beings. Not that they're necessarily on it, but it's programmed by them. It's like a program.
Right. Yeah.
And it's basically come to work with the sun. And I think they did do something with the sun. I'm just going to say briefly, and I never thought about this, but they talked about how, because I felt like I was communicating with them for a few minutes. It was weird. Like Pan was there with me. He felt like he was facilitating it. I did get there open to communicating with humans, but not everybody. You have to have a certain vibration. Like they're not going to talk to jerk faces or anything, waste their time with that. Right. But if you're inquisitive and, they're likely to be open to you. Anyway, though, they said that just like Mother Earth is changing her vibration and raising her frequency or whatever you call it, I don't know, none of those words ever actually exactly fit. The sun's doing the same thing. So it's also going through changes. And what they said to me is that they were helping to facilitate that. Actually working with the sun's energy. They act like they're experienced with it, and they've done it with other suns and other, is it galaxies? What do you call it? That they're like, it's like they're specialists.
Yes. I feel the same way.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah.
And it's interesting that we can't see what they're doing because they're behind the sun and we don't have any way of, but they're actually interacting with the sun's energy. It feels like bringing this new forward. So I don't know if any of that, they told me more stuff, but I think we'll see it somehow.
Yeah. Well,
Affect.
Japan had a picture they put out this morning, and because we're not showing pictures here in the United States, right?
No.
So Japan did, and it's 28 miles long or something like that. And they did say there were sentient beings on there or programmed for it. But they also said, somebody had said that this is a return to this galaxy after 1,000,000 years or something like that. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, they talked to me about that timing thing too. They said they have been here before, and it's when the sun, not the universe, the energy behind the sun, because they did say they come from the same source that we come from, but they live in a different place,
Right.
and they're a little more advanced. Like a lot of times, the wording it didn't exactly fit. They had a little hard time getting it into my brain, but. It's when it's necessary. It's like they're called forth and they come. Now they said, but we don't just travel aimlessly for millions of years. They tell me we can jump. We jump through holes. We don't,
Black
it
holes.
doesn't take millions of years to get there. It takes a bit of time, but we just jump through it. Like you don't know about that, but we can jump through galaxies or something. I don't know. It was very Star Trekky, but I don't know. It does feel like on some weird level, there will be a relationship to it and just politics and the world as we know it. It seems like it's gonna make some kind of change. I don't know really. I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyway.
But it's fascinating. So
Yeah,
thank you for updating what you got. I appreciate it.
Plus, not only did NASA, but nobody was European, China, but nobody was saying anything. So that's
no, they weren't. Yeah, they weren't. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Well, they're not friends with us anymore because we have craziness here. Anyway, thank you.
Yes, I have to get all my smart news from Stefan Burns.
Burns. Everyone's getting it from Stefan. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So, Mark, thank you for being here. Joan, thank you for being here. Happy Halloween to everybody. And we'll see you again a couple weeks or so. Thank you. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening.